The dedication is as great as it was in 2001.
Mark Desire is talking about the dedication of the medical examiner's office. Nearly 10 years after the World Trade Center attacks, a team of scientists is still working full-time to identify victims' remains, testing about 400 samples a month using the latest in DNA technology.
The technology has reached a point where we can go back to remains that we attempted in 2001 and 2002 and apply these new tactics.
The testing itself is pretty much the same. The steps involved are the same, but our methods have become more sensitive over the years. We are able to get smaller amounts of DNA from pieces of remains that we test.
For years, 9/11 remains have been preserved and stored in this tent on East 30th Street, known as Memorial Park. Every week, about 100 samples are transported to a nearby forensic lab where tiny bone samples are first pulverized, then put through a process like what you see here, though we were not allowed to shoot actual samples. If a sample generates a DNA profile, the computer then seeks to match it against 17,000 reference samples that have been collected from victims' families.
We have matches every month.
But often the match is with a previously identified victim. New matches are rare. In fact, since 2008, only 2 new victims have been identified. Still, the city is committed to continued testing with the hope that future advances will make more identifications possible, even after remains are removed to their final resting place, a repository at Bedrock, behind a wall at the 9/11 Museum, with this quote from Virgil: "No day shall erase you from the memory of time." The 9/11 Memorial here on the World Trade Center site opens this September, with the museum set to open a year later. But officials don't expect to move those unidentified remains to the repository here until early 2013. At the World Trade Center site, Bobby Kuza, New York 1.